1st and 10. Newton. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Terrace Marshall, a big, rangy receiver, part of LSU's national championship team of 2019, makes a nice catch there for a 1st down. He was the first offensive player selected by Matt Rule, the head coach of the Panthers. Remember, they went all defense in 2020 and took J.C. Horn with their 1st-round pick this year.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. Here's Newton. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Newton. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. You go top. You got gun. You got top.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kamara with a run on 1st down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point. hits it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw again on second down. Newton. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Deep, tighten up. Great.
Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will... We'll start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now it's the backup Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on second down. Winston looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, it's Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jameis to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Conley, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Kamara gets it again on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On play action, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Winston into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton, throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Newton. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Cam's throw complete there to Thomas.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Newton. And his pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Winston now. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
That's it. 20.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. They go with the ground game, pick up the 1st, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Trying the left side with Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Murray. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Again, it's Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First throw in overtime for Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, going into the final